Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Actually Authentic podcast with Candace.
And Wanda. This is
And
second.
we are on episode 10.
Is it? I thought it
Episode 10, yes.
okay.
10 episodes. So we are very excited to have this discussion today about
Mothers,
mothering.
this is like
It's
a
Mother's
special
Day.
edition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a special edition episode for in honor of Mother's Day, which is coming up on Sunday, May 11th. And let's get into it. I mean, we're
Yeah.
both mothers, so
Yep.
we definitely can speak from experience here.
So tell everyone that doesn't know us, like how many kids do you have? How old are your kids? And I guess I'll tell and then we can get right into it.
Okay, so how old am I?
No, your
The
kids.
kids. Okay, so I have four children. I have a 24-year-old daughter, a 19-year-old son, an 18-year-old daughter, and a 13-year-old daughter.
Ooh. And I
Hmm.
have three sons, 26 and then 22 twins. Um, So let's get into what we're gonna talk about for Mother's Day.
Yeah, so
What is
first of
going
all,
on?
how do you feel about Mother's Day? Like, what does it mean to you?
Um, well, I'm a big celebrator, so I do. I'm big into holidays. So Mother's Day is a thing for me. I feel like it's become very commercial. I do. But I do think it's a special day. I like it. I usually do something special for my mom and be with my kids and when my grandma was alive we all would be together. We might have a barbecue or something like that. So I like Mother's Day. I think it's a great thing. It's like springtime is usually always
Nice
nice
out, yeah.
weather
Hmm.
and just a nice time to celebrate. What about you? I know you're not into like the holidays so much. So how do you
Um,
feel about
I
Mother's
mean,
Day?
I love Mother's Day. It's nice. I don't, I don't really expect anything on Mother's Day though. Like, it's not a day where I'm just like, okay, the kids better be coming over here with,
Gifts?
gifts and all that, because my
No.
kids ain't doing that anyway. When they were younger though, that was cool, just getting like the little stuff they make at
School,
school and all of
yeah, I
that.
love that.
Um, it's today,
Okay.
today for me. And then my mom is not in Delaware anymore. She's in Georgia now, so it's
So
not
that's
like,
different.
you know. So yeah, I
Yeah.
don't, but it is a great time to be celebrated, and I do love when I see like all the videos and all the gifts and all the memories and time spent that a lot of moms like post on on Mother's Day,
Yeah.
because some of these kids be showing out. You hear
They
me?
do, they do.
Listen,
They do. It's different now that even with my kids, now that they're older, I think it's also a time where you get to see like how well your kids know you, right?
mhm,
Because now that they're older, like the things that they get me, I'm like, oh, they be paying attention. Like,
uh
okay. But for me, it's not about the gifts. I'm like I like the time. I like the time together or flowers. Everybody knows I love flowers, so I'm simple.
mhm,
You know, they
yeah.
come through with some flowers. I'm good.
So what was the best like Mother's Day gift or time, I guess, that you can recall? Like, what was that year that was like, you know what?
That was everything.
Hmm.
Maybe I will say about probably the year we were like coming out of COVID, or we were like around, we were still maybe lockdown, coming out of lockdown.
Hmm.
We were just home. And I want to say we cooked out and they got me flowers. We probably had crabs, they had people over. It was just a nice together time. My mom was there because she was living with me at the time. And the kids, everybody was just there. I want to say my aunts probably came by. It was just nice together time.
Yeah.
I'll say I really enjoyed that. Little kids, little cousins over and stuff. I like that
I know you
type
do.
of stuff.
Like you said, little kids. I'm like, what they was doing?
Right, running around. But it's fine because
Uh,
they go home. Those little ones they go home. But yeah, I want to say that year we were like about to come out of COVID. It was a nice time, and my birthday's always right after Mother's Day, so I want to say like we just had a big celebration.
hmm.
It was nice.
Well, I have a
Yeah.
couple. It's probably two in particular that I can remember. So one year, me and Sam, like he took me out that day. Like it was just me and him, but we like went to Philly
Mhm.
and um did the horse and carriage thing.
Oh, that
And
was
it was, but
nice.
in the crazy part, it was kind of random. Like it wasn't like something that was like, oh, super
Planned.
planned. We just went up there, we did the horse and carriage buggy ride, and then we went to eat dinner at Budokan. It was just like a really just chill day,
Day.
nice day, and we just had a good time. And then I think it was probably about maybe 5 to 6 years ago. No, maybe 6 to 7 years ago when he had like got the drone and then had took the kids up to the park area and had them record videos to me,
Oh,
like,
that's so
just
sweet.
share sweet words. And he had like the drone and then it kind of went out and it was just them down there.
Oh, that's nice. I
Yeah,
like that.
I'm gonna repost that this year because
You
that was
should.
special. I
That's
was like,
very
oh, do
special.
y'all mean this? Or
Of course they do. Of course they
hmm
do. I like that. I like that one.
yeah. So, of course, I mean, we are both very blessed to have our mothers still here with us. I also
Mhm.
have my grandmother too, so that's cool. But we do, recognize that not everybody still has their mother here.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine that during these times, during these days, no matter how much I think you like, if you like me, where you like, Mother's Day is cool, but it doesn't matter. I feel like during this time,
Mhm.
it's probably, kind of tough for some people.
I definitely think it is. I have a few friends or associates too that have lost their moms, and I think it is a tough time because again, you have to see everyone else
Everybody.
spending time
Hmm.
with their parents and or their mom and celebrating, and you don't have that. And I can say for myself, even like both of my grandmoms passed away within the past 5 years. And then someone else, like my great aunt, who was very instrumental in my life, like
Hmm.
babysat me all the time, like basically helped raise me. She's gone too, like over the past 5 years, and I always think of them on Mother's Day because we always would spend time together. Like, or it was even when I was like a kid, that was like a thing. We would go and like bring them flowers or like tulips or something on Mother's Day. So I can only imagine how it feels for the people that don't have their moms anymore.
Hmm.
Um,
And I think even with that too is those who, make it down around this time because maybe they can't conceive or they can't have children.
yeah, I
Because I
never thought
know,
about that.
it's people that literally want to be moms, like so bad, like biological moms.
Right.
And I bet you those are the same women who are like a mom to somebody because it's
Mm-hmm.
all it's all different kind of moms now. A mother
Exactly.
figures, let me say that. It's all different kind of motherly figures. Some people are like aunties, but it's kind of like that
Yeah.
mom vibe.
Godmoms,
Mhm.
like you said, aunties, just just being there, like I never thought about that, like how they might feel, people that who aren't mothers,
Yeah. And it might be
biologically.
overwhelming for them around this time too, because it's like, dang, you just, I want that,
Hmm.
So, I say all that to say just that I definitely um, have compassion for women who struggle during this time because maybe they haven't biologically given birth to children, or if they don't have their mothers or the matriarchal figures
Yeah.
still here in their life. So
Me too.
keep your head up,
Yeah,
just
and I mean, I
be
listen. I
think
have
about the
I
good
have
memories.
compassion too, or I think about too, like even people that have difficult relationships, with their mom, or at
Yeah.
this time, I've had difficulties with my mom, over the years, certain times, and it's tough on days like that because you want to be close. I don't know anybody that doesn't want to be close with their mom. Like that's the first woman person. This person knows you like from birth, like the
Yeah.
whole time.
And you
So
saying like that once sometimes it may not, it just due to whatever life things that happen or whatever, it just may not be possible. But to your point, I do feel like it's something that people want.
of course,
You
I
know what I
definitely
mean?
think they do. And as you become an adult, I think that those relationships can be complex. Um, even when like even for us, right? Like what's for you like in motherhood? What's the best part and what's like the challenging parts for you? because I think like they can be complex even say for us with our moms, but even with your children once they become adults.
So you mean like now or like at any point in
At any point,
um
like
so
what's
the best part for me that I talk about it all the time as far as my kids, that they always were really independent. So that always just I love that because they didn't really rely on me too much for like everything,
mm-hmm.
you know. So they were very independent, and it was like good to see that I was able to kind of like raise them to be that way. Just kind of seeing the good people that they were, like just kind of grew up to be. So that makes me feel proud. Like you know, now the I guess the most difficult part was I would say it's nothing's really too difficult now. Everybody's kind of grown and you know they just doing their thing, you know, they know I'm here, we talk. But the most difficult time period I'll say was when they were little and I was like a single mom. So
Mm-hmm.
like literally I had a 1 year old, a 2 year old and a 7 year old at the time. And just doing it by myself, like I just remember being really overwhelmed because a 1 and a 2 year old, I mean, you had twins, so you definitely understand how
It's
it
a
is to
lot.
have two kids that's basically the same age that you got to tend to. So it was just a lot. It was overwhelming, but it didn't last too long. You know, they got
They grow.
older, and you know that time passed. I just remember like calling my mom, and I was just like, I had it was like one of them days where I was like, I just can't do this. This is too much. Like, what was I thinking?
I've
But
had
then,
plenty of those
oh my
days.
gosh, I was just, and you know, but it wasn't. It was just that moment. But I was just glad. I'm glad to see that I was able to get out of it. I mean, get past it,
Yeah.
obviously. Um, but other than that, regular parent stuff, regular mom stuff, you just you do what you got to do.
Yeah,
And
you do.
I'm just a do what you got to do kind of person anyway. And I didn't approach motherhood any differently. You know what I mean? So, what about you?
Um,
Best.
best. Well, for me, best is like just seeing like your heart outside your body, right? Like I love my sons
I
down.
know.
Like everybody knows, like I love them down, and I see parts of myself in different parts of myself in each one of them.
Mhm.
Just like seeing that they've grown. I feel like they've always been great, of course, 'cause they're my kids.
Of course, yeah.
But I just seen like that the men that they've grown into, like I feel like they're good people, right?
Mhm.
And that's not you don't come across that every day.
Mhm.
So just knowing like they're good people, like they're rational, like they can have conversation,
Yeah,
like they're
they can
not
articulate themselves.
yeah,
They're
like
not
just
just
yeah, sometimes I'm like like I'm blown away by them. Like some of the stuff like
so they look
okay.
so they not that somebody dusty son. You know how they like
No.
cause ain't nobody dusty son going. You ain't got none of them dusty
I don't
sons.
think
Yeah.
so. I don't think so. I mean, I don't
No, you
know.
don't. Your sons are good.
I don't know. Maybe the girls they date might beg to differ, but I don't think that they are. So that for me is like best, and just I don't know, just like growing with them. I feel like we've grown. You know, when you have your children young, you grow with them, and just that like they are the people that can like there's very few people that can tell me about myself. They can tell me about myself.
Cause they know you.
Yes, they can pull me together too. Like, no, ma, you because they know me. I feel like they've seen me in all these different
Mhm.
stages, different ways, and sometimes there's certain things they say. I'm like, ooh, like that's true, But that's to me, that's the best part, like the
Mhm.
relationship that I have with them. That's the best part. The difficult parts, um, there you there've been a lot. Like you said, just there's been a lot of days where I'm just, especially when they were younger, I'm like, oh my God, like
Mhm.
I
Just some
don't
overwhelming
know. Yeah,
days.
just
Yeah.
overwhelmed. Like I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or, am I making the best decisions for all of us? Then I got boys, so it's different too, because it's
Mhm.
like, okay, I want to raise them to be men. Like I want to nurture them because that's naturally as a mom, I don't want to like over nurture them
Mhm.
or have them be like soft or do so I'm it's always like trying to have that balance. And like now that they're adults, it's also like holding myself back because sometimes I can see them doing something that I want to jump in,
Right.
right? I
But
don't want you to fall. I don't want you to make this mistake,
mhm.
but I also have to let you live,
Mhm.
right? I have to like,
I think you know when to jump in. I think it's like you can't save them every single time before they even get a chance to experience it. But I think that that motherly instinct just knows when to jump in.
it's
Like
hard.
it's
It's
hard,
hard.
but
And even with just not giving my opinion all the time, right? Like
mhm,
just they didn't ask you.
mhm,
So just hold it. It's tough because anybody like people that know my sons right now, they're all very different.
right,
Right? Like there's paths and stuff that they've chosen that are different from mine, right?
mhm,
Even if it's like spiritually, career wise, different things. And as a parent, sometimes naturally it's easy for you to be like, oh well I think you need to do this or you did, but I always think about the things that I didn't appreciate when it came to my parents, or you know what I mean,
mhm,
or the things that I'm like, yeah, I could have did without that, or I just didn't want that, or even now, like things that maybe my parents do that I don't like, or I'm
right,
thinking, yeah, no. So I try to like incorporate that in my parenting, but I realize that it's hard because you are used to them listening to you. Like when you're raising them, you're used to telling them what to do.
mhm.
But at the point where they become adults, that's not your role anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, so it's tough. That's the tough part, but
But
yeah,
you get through it. You
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 get through
navigate
it.
it.
Yes, you just gotta have your own life.
So I'm gonna share like the one thing that regardless of whatever was going on in life, like the one thing just one of the things
Hmm.
that I kind of like got from my mom, or that I guess I learned from her, I embraced like early on. My mom like literally is still and was like a workhorse. Like she worked her ass off
Oh yeah.
to take care of us. Like my mom was a single mom. It was just me and my brother, and she just I mean, I never seen anybody like, so to start as a young girl and see somebody who works like she did. Like at one point she had like three jobs.
Oh my gosh.
And all I knew is my mom, she would go to work, she would come home, and then she had a split shift at another job. So she would go to work in the morning, she would come home, take a nap, and then go back to the evening class.
Mm.
And it was like, she just always worked. So I think that honestly, that's probably where my work ethic came in at, because I've been working since I was like 9, and who just works at 9 and who like works continuously from 9. It wasn't like, oh, I'm just little, I'm no, I'm working. Like I have jobs and I'm trying to just work. So I'm like, I didn't think about that probably until right now when I'm saying this, that the work ethic that I have, and because I'm a workhorse, you know what I mean? I love to work. I love to run my businesses. I just love that. It's something about it. And I didn't think about it until now that I probably just inherited that really early, just seeing my mom like literally work hard.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the thing I probably got from my mom is like showing my kids experiences. I remember when I was young, we would always have like me and my mom. At that time, my mom was single. It was just me and her, and
Mhm.
we would always have like once a month. Oh, I guess when she had extra money for pay,
Mhm.
we would we would dress up and go to a restaurant. Like that was our thing.
Mhm.
Um, but it was an experience. It taught me about that, and so excuse me, when I had my own kids, I always tried to like do things with them, like over buying them stuff,
Mhm.
right? Like I will always, even in the summer, okay, even if money was tight, we're gonna go to DC or something, like experiences. And that's gone with me,
Yeah.
even now, like now that they're older, we talk about like, listen, instead of Christmas buying gifts, like let's take a trip.
Mhm.
But I definitely think that goes back to my mom, like what we used to do and just share that time together. I think that is very important. Nowadays we're so caught up on materialistic things, which come and go. You know what I mean? And
And
not.
I'm glad you said that, because that's actually like a segue into what I was going to ask you next. Is like, what are some what are some, I guess, ways to recognize your mother or a mother figure, whatever that is for you? Like, what are
Mm,
some ways to recognize women on Mother's Day outside of just like buying commercial type gifts,
Things,
like just buying
yeah.
things, you know?
I
Like,
can say, I like to make people things. That's my thing.
oh, so you crafty.
And the thing is, I'm really not, to be
Let
honest.
me find out you
I'm more
crafty.
so like an analytical person. Y'all know I'm a
Okay.
numbers girl, but I've gotten into it. It's actually become like, I don't want to say therapeutic, but like relaxing for me. Like this year, I made people like prayer boards, which was like
Mhm.
really cool. Like I made my mom one. I made my sister one. I made her mom one, which is like a second mom to me. I think that's something you can do. Um, Even offering them like a service, right? Like do something nice for them. Like
Right.
I remember when I was a kid, we used to like make these like coupon books and stuff. Do you
Mhm.
remember that?
Vaguely.
Yeah. Well, I used to do it for my mom. I think I did it before for my mom a couple times.
Okay.
But it's like just service things in there that you can say like, I'll go to the store for you, or movie night, or I'll massage your whatever, like just
Okay.
service things that
Yeah.
that they like.
Mhm.
I think those are things
That's
you can,
cute.
yeah, you can do for them without, or just spending time. Once you get to a certain age, I think that just spending time with a person
Yeah.
is what they
I
want.
agree.
Yeah.
That's
What?
me. I mean, I like experiences and stuff. I like, I mean, I'm
Or,
so simple.
yeah.
I'm such a simple person. So
Or
I
what you said you were gonna do for your grandma, like cook them their favorite
oh yeah,
dinner.
just cook their favorite meal. Like, yeah.
That's a good, yeah. I would
Mhm.
appreciate that. I
Yeah.
would, as a mom. Like, listen, you buy me flowers, you didn't just make my day. You all the way on the other side for me.
Right.
So for me, it's very simple. But I think those type of things, like making them something that they'll always, have and remember.
Yeah, so I know like I was gonna and I still might do it.
You
I still might do it, but I
don't
was
have much time. What?
no, so she probably won't watch it anyway. But what I wanted to do, this was like a couple years ago, so it was for my grandma's birthday. I wanted to make her like a family tree because
Oh, I did that for my
I
mom.
didn't think she had one. I don't think she has one, honestly. I know I ain't never seen it, so I was like, that'd probably be cool to like see a family tree. But then I kind of said, I don't know if I want to. Maybe I'm gonna have to leave some empty branches or something because I'm like, I don't know who got kids where. It might be people missing, or like I don't know. So I was like, I don't know. I
That
just
sounds like a project that
it
you
do
need
sound
to
like a
work on.
project, but our family. I only reason I thought about because our family is really not that big. Like
Okay.
we don't have one of those like
Big
massive
ones.
families where it's
Okay.
just hundreds and thousands of people. Like we have a really small family,
Oh, so you probably can do it.
So
You
I
can pull
could
it
do it,
together.
yeah. But
Do it for
so
grandmas.
like things like that, just really thoughtful. Um, because you can buy people stuff all the time,
Yeah.
like, but those memories, just like how, just went to Atlanta, took my grandma out to dinner for her
Mhm.
birthday. Though she'll never forget it. She'll never forget it. And it's like, and that was simple to do. Yeah, I could have just sent her a bouquet of flowers or sent her something in the mail,
Mhm.
but I was like, let me just go so she can hug me and I can hug
Yeah.
her and we can eat and just so the experiences, the moments, the time spent together is I think a great substitute of for the
Or buying
commercial
the
gifts or
gifts.
just buying gifts.
So
Yeah.
we want you guys that are watching to tell us in the comments, like, what was your most memorable Mother's Day memory? If it's something you did for your mom, or something if you're a mom that you received or you did, and like, what's your ideas of things that people can do for Mother's Day that are not like buying a gift,
Right.
right?
Hmm.
Like, what are some other alternatives? I hope we get a lot of comments.
Yes,
I would
please,
love to
because
see.
I would love to see too. Like I'm
Yeah.
interested to see what out of the box, things that people have done to just make their mothers feel special and feel appreciated. Because I'm telling you, I don't know about you, Awanda. I don't know about the other moms out there. Our job is not easy. Being a mother is not easy at all.
Mhm.
Some people make it look easy, but it's just not. Like it's a huge responsibility. I know for me, it was a huge responsibility, and I always embraced it that way. Even when I was 18 and 19 and 20, to say like I am responsible for this human. This
Mhm.
is a human that's about to be out in this world I'm
Yeah,
responsible for them.
you are.
You know, like obviously once they get to a certain age, they are responsible for themselves. But I always like took that responsibility on. Like, listen, I'm not about to raise no nonsense out here. So it was
Mm-mm.
always really important to me, like that they just grew up to
Grew up
be
good.
good
Yeah.
people at the very least.
And I feel like too, like it is a huge responsibility even as a woman for me on like how I carry myself. Right? Because even though my sons are adults now, I know that it matters
Hmm.
because I'm the standard,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm the standard that they're going to gauge how they see a lot of things when it comes to women. So
Hmm.
even maybe if I wanted to make a poor choice, I'm like always second guessing it, like, nah, I don't want my sons to see me in that way, right? Or
Right.
I don't want them to see or think that this is the standard for a woman. Or it's a lot of responsibility. It really is.
And
And
when you know these people are going to be with people too. So
yeah.
you know, I mean, look, I know I didn't have somebody's dusty behind son before, and I'm just like, who raised you? I don't want nobody to say that to my kids. I don't want
No,
nobody to be like, who
listen,
raised
even that, right? It's like now that they're adults, you be like, bruh, you're making
you?
me look bad. Like
Yeah.
that's not what I taught you. Like, what are you
Like, where you
doing?
get
Yeah,
that from? Hold on,
yes.
wait. Okay.
Yeah, or you're looking at the girl like that's not
That
a
wasn't
reflection
me.
of me. Like he doing his own thing. Like I did not teach him that. So anybody out there that knows my son,
No.
listen,
What, it wasn't you? What you about to give? What disclaimer you
I
about to
taught
give?
them right now. I
Yeah.
taught them how to do laundry, how to cook, how to act, how to choose. Now, if they choose to do something else, that's on them.
Yeah, that's on
But
them.
yeah, it is. As being a mom is a huge responsibility. I mean, as being a dad is, but I just think in a different way. You know, mothers. I think they have some of these sayings for a reason. You know, like you ever heard that old saying where they be like, "Mama's baby, daddy's
Oh
maybe," or
yeah.
whatever. Like
Hmm.
because it's like you know the mom is like if you know of course we have a different society now of like men where they kind of really I feel like are stepping up even the moms that are single moms I feel like it's way more co-parenting now but ultimately the mom is usually the one with the child right like when you separate most of the
Most of the
time
time, I would
right
say
like
that's the
not
most
all the
common.
time
Yeah.
don't try to
We know
drag
it's
me
some fathers out
right
there
we know
now that
some
have
fathers there
custody.
right but the mom is usually the one that's like home you know they're the
Hmm.
kids are home with them so again like even the dad like the dads that are involved or co-parenting you still have to provide that stability you know you have to yeah
Hmm.
it's not a choice it's
Yeah.
not like a
Yeah.
and even as they become adults like I'm sure even as like you know my mom or your mom they still carry some things you know when it comes to us even though we're adults
Of course. I
yeah
mean,
they
because the
still
one thing about it is like motherhood, parenting. It's a never ending. It's never ending. Like
mm-hmm.
literally ever ending. Like it's just what we're always going to do forever. And you know, I mean, we signed up for it and we embrace it. And I'm happy because you know we definitely got to wrap it up a little bit
Yeah, we
because
do.
we could talk about being a mom forever. Like it's just
Definitely.
it's who we are. It's embedded in our being once you become a mom, and especially a mom who is proud to be that. It's like
Yeah.
you wear it like a badge of
I
armor.
know
You
I
know.
do. That's like one of my titles. It's like one of my proudest
Mhm.
titles is to be a mom. I feel like whenever I say something about my kids, I always say that like they are the absolute
Mhm.
best thing that ever happened to me. They helped me grow up.
Yeah.
They helped me make better decisions. You know what I mean? Like if I didn't have kids, I probably would be a whole different person.
Mhm.
You know, I would be.
Yeah, you would
Yeah,
be.
yeah,
We
I
all would be,
definitely
I
would
think.
be. So
But we definitely want to hear from you. Like, please comment, like, share your favorite times, moments, experiences about being a mother. Please share some ideas to help, you know, those recognize the mothers in their life
yeah,
outside of spending money on gifts. And just
share
share
this
this.
episode for
Yeah.
Mother's Day. Share it please on
This
your
is a
page.
gift. So share it and
Yes,
talk about it. And, you know,
definitely. And we look forward to hearing your comments.
well, happy Mother's Day, Juan.
You too, Can Can.
I hope you have a great day.
I hope I do too. I'm gonna try to rest. What are you gonna do?
I don't have any plans.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I might just relax.
Yeah,
I've been really busy, so I'm just gonna relax.
me too.
But we want to wish you all the mothers, the mother figures, the mother likes, the aunties, the besties, the all
Mm,
of that. Happy Mother's Day and enjoy your day. You know,
yeah.
relax if you can, spend time with your loved ones,
Yep.
and make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. We can't forget to tell you to do that because we definitely um, just want
Yeah.
you to, and also share
Oh, did
this.
we? I thought, yeah, I thought, I didn't know if we said that earlier, but please share this episode. This is a very special Mother's Day episode, so please share it on your social platforms or with the mothers in your life. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. Like Candace
And
said, you know, the mothers, the mother figures, the godmothers, the aunties, everyone, grandmoms, my moms, whatever you guys call them.
mhm.
Um, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you for watching.
Tá tudo bem.